I? Silence, purveyor of gossip, do not spread that report. I make a match? No, you do not know me, I have done all in my power to oppose it. Ah, I understand, said Beauchamp, on our friend Albert's account. On my account? Said the young man, oh, no, indeed, the Count will do me the justice to assert that I have, on the contrary, always entreated him to break off my engagement, and happily it is ended. The Count pretends I have not him to thank, so be it, I will erect an altar deo ignoto. Listen, said Monte Cristo, I have had little to do with it, for I am at variance both with the father-in-law and the young man, there is only Mademoiselle Eugénie, who appears but little charmed with the thoughts of matrimony, and who, seeing how little I was disposed to persuade her to renounce her dear liberty, retains any affection for me. And do you say this wedding is at hand? Oh, yes, in spite of all I could say. I do not know the young man, he is said to be of good family and rich, but I never trust to vague assertions. I have warned M. Danglars of it till I am tired, but he is fascinated with his Lucanese. I have even informed him of a circumstance I consider very serious, the young man was either charmed by his nurse, stolen by gypsies, or lost by his tutor, I scarcely know which. But I do know his father lost sight of him for more than 10 years, what he did during these 10 years, God only knows. Well, all that was useless. They have commissioned me to write to the Major to demand papers, and here they are. I send them, but like Pilate washing my hands. And what does Mademoiselle d'Armilly say to you for robbing her of her pupil? Oh, well, I don't know, but I understand that she is going to Italy. Madame Danglars asked me for letters of recommendation for the impresarii. I gave her a few lines for the director of the Valle Theatre, who is under some obligation to me. But what is the matter, Albert? You look dull, are you, after all, unconsciously in love with Mademoiselle Eugénie? I am not aware of it, said Albert, smiling sorrowfully. Beauchamp turned to look at some paintings. But, continued Monte Cristo, you are not in your usual spirits? I have a dreadful headache, said Albert. Well, my dear Viscount, said Monte Cristo, I have an infallible remedy to propose to you. What is that? Asked the young man. A change. Indeed? Said Albert. Yes, and as I am just now excessively annoyed, I shall go from home. Shall we go together? You annoyed, Count? Said Beauchamp, and by what? Ah, you think very lightly of it. I should like to see you with a brief preparing in your house. What brief? The 1M. De Villefort is preparing against my amiable assassin. Some brigand escaped from the gallows apparently. True, said Beauchamp, I saw it in the paper. Who is this Caderousse? Some provincial, it appears. M. De Villefort heard of him at Marseille, and M. Danglars recollects having seen him. Consequently, the procureur is very active in the affair, and the prefect of police very much interested, and, thanks to that interest, for which I am very grateful, they send me all the robbers of Paris and the neighborhood, under pretense of their being Caderousse's murderers, so that in 3 months, if this continues, every robber and assassin in France will have the plan of my house at his finger's end. I am resolved to desert them and go to some remote corner of the earth, and shall be happy if you will accompany me, Viscount. Willingly. Then it is settled? Yes, but where? I have told you, where the air is pure, where every sound soothes, where one is sure to be humbled, however proud may be his nature. I love that humiliation, I, who am master of the universe, as was Augustus. But where are you really going? To sea, Viscount. You know I am a sailor. I was rocked when an infant in the arms of old ocean, and on the bosom of the beautiful Amphitrite. I have sported with the green mantle of the one and the azure robe of the other. I love the sea as a mistress, and pine if I do not often see her. Let us go, Count. To sea? Yes. You accept my proposal? I do. Well, Viscount, there will be in my courtyard this evening a good traveling britchka, with 4 post-horses, in which one may rest as in a bed. M. Beauchamp, it holds 4 very well. Will you accompany us? Thank you, I have just returned from sea. What? You have been to sea? Yes, I have just made a little excursion to the Borromean Islands, Lake Maggiore. What of that? Come with us, said Albert. No, dear Mercer, you know I only refuse when the thing is impossible. Besides, it is important, added he in a low tone, that I should remain in Paris just now to watch the paper.